Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, it's me, Vandal. I hope you're having an excellent day. And today I have some of the creepiest and mind-blowing TikToks that will have you questioning everything. So sit back, relax. Before we get into it, I just want to say this video originally got age restricted when I first posted this long ago. I didn't change much. I added a few new clips. If this video gets taken back down again, you know why. But before we get started, make sure you like the video, subscribe for more, and leave your comments below. Let's get to the videos.
So, my kitchen is growling at me this morning.
That is an extremely scary situation to be in, man. That bear is not afraid of humans at all.
Hey, Javier!
Elon was being mean to us. I left the country for 24 hours. I just wanted to rebel and try solid water for the first time.
Having a Tesla crash into the car, then it starts sparking like it's having a nervous breakdown. This is what happens when you let ChatGPT drop when it has anxiety setting on. The robot basically rage quit in real life.
This guy is building a real-life Iron Man suit, but with his own twist. His name is Alex Birkin, and he spent nearly 6 years developing a fully functional Iron Man suit. He's not just making it look cool, he's engineering real working parts, including a repulsor-style blast arm and his own hydrogen energy reactor. He even 3D prints most of the custom parts and designs everything himself. And the craziest part, he's doing it all alone out of his garage, very much in true Tony Stark fashion.
Dude's out here building Iron Man suit for 6 years in his garage. Meanwhile, I'm having issues building IKEA furniture.
Hey guys, check out this amazing video of what appears to look like some type of ship or UFO object coming out of the moon. With the hundreds of videos that are populating all over the internet, I've seen all sorts of UFO videos, but this one here definitely got my attention. Because when I look at this video, obviously the quality is absolutely perfect. And it doesn't look like CGI or some sort of AI video. And what we can see is some sort of Tic Tac UFO, the same Tic Tac UFO the Navy claimed they chased here in the United States. What
The moon
moon actually is a space station. That's totally.
That was some incredible footage on that video. The fact that the helicopter came after, I wonder if that was like the military or whatever country they might have been next to you.
This is nuclear physicist Dr. John Mullen. He discovered how to generate clean and free energy as opposed to oil. Days after this discovery, he died of arsenic poisoning. Dr. Don Wiley. He found the cure for HIV/AIDS. He mysteriously disappeared and later was found deceased. Dr. Mark A. Smith. He found a treatment for Alzheimer's. He passed away in a freak accident. This is Frank Suarez. He apparently found the cure for cancer. He mysteriously took his own life a couple of days later. I don't know, folks. This is suspicious, blowing my mind when I found out about it.
And have these people coming up with solutions to problems that are permanent when you could just charge a person a subscription, kind of like what's going on with the streaming services and everything else nowadays.
It's crazy. I started exposing all this stuff about these vulture drones and what the feds got going on. And look what happens. Leaving a job and my oil line's cut. What y'all think? Is it a coincidence?
You start exposing vulture drones and his oil line get cut. Either he's on to something or his mechanic doesn't like conspiracy theories.
He was trying to make me drink Ciroc the whole time. And I have my own liquor. And I'm like, why you keep trying to make me drink Ciroc? And then, like, I finally said, all right, and I switched the drink on him. So if you look at the tape, I switch it. You know, so he pours me a drink, and then I go like that. And then he drinks it, and he ends up stupid drunk.
And then I'm in with you. Can you pour me a shot too, Dan?
Well, why you gotta put the ice in the shot?
Because you gotta be sophisticated.
All right, you gotta have ice cubes. I don't know you're gonna have to do a shot with ice cubes.
Yes, you gotta do a fucking shot with ice cubes.
Shout out to
This
Puff,
is good
man.
shit. No, you gotta give me a little more than that. Oh, no, that's good. That's good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't look at it. Sorry, Dan. Please, forgive me. Forgive me, Dan. All right, and you want to take a shot? Let's take a shot, Sarah.
Go ahead, pour it.
Oh, you want me to pour you? He's a gangster. When a nigga tell you he want him to pour you a shot, that's some gangster.
I just poured yours, right?
All right, well, we even. Look. You gonna take mine? Oh, look at that. I'm in. Let's do it. I told you.
What do you mean? Why you think it's not? Oh, this nigga might have been trying to drug me, but I do want to know, like, yo, why did you want me to drink Ciroc so much that day? And now you over there, and you know, it's like now all of a sudden I'm the villain. You was my man. I don't know what happened. It's like when you go over there, you got to make a choice.
You had to start playing drink roulette at a party. I think that's the time when you need to call an Uber.
Seen him in your dreams.
Have you ever seen this man in your dreams? The man that I'm showing you in this photo is rumored to be a man that many people see in their dreams throughout the world every single night. This urban legend started over a decade ago, and the story is as follows. A patient goes in and visits their psychiatrist, who asks who they see in their dreams every single night. The patient describes this man right here seen in this photo, so the psychiatrist draws it and leaves the photo on her desk. The psychiatrist then brings in another patient who recognizes the man in the photo, saying that they also see this man in their dreams. Thus, the legend of this man was born. But is this story really true, or is this man fake? As it turns out, this entire urban legend was actually constructed as a guerrilla marketing tactic for a movie that never came out. So, even though this man looks very creepy, and you might see him in your dreams after watching this video, this whole entire rumor is not really factually based. Even so, just looking at this guy does give me the creeps. I do not want to see him in my dreams.
I think we both know they training this person so when they do see a reptilian, they'll think that it's a mask in real life. Like, oh, there's no way that's an actual reptilian when it glitches or something in front of them. It's just a mask.
Here's another one right here. You see him? Flying right over our heads. Pointing it right at him. And now he's turning.
Ooh,
Yeah.
flashed.
Yeah, you see him?
Yeah, it just flashed.
I'm lasering or at.
What is that? In the sky. What is that? Ay, Dios mío, what is that? What is that?
Archaeologists researching a church in northern Poland have discovered a vampire tomb buried underneath the floor in what they say is a first-of-its-kind discovery. The skeletal remains of a man dating from the 17th century were found in the Church of the Annunciation of the Blessed Virgin Mary in the small village of Ponchewo, Poland. Buried around 6 feet below the slab, they found 3 skeletons, one of which had a sickle around its neck, a medieval practice which, it was believed, was designed to stop vampires returning from the dead. Anthropologist Justina Kargas said, "This is the first known case of an anti-vampire burial in a church. Perhaps it was someone of merit in the local community, and something caused them to be afraid of him."
You guys see that shadow? Where? Where are the clouds? Where are the...
Now I know goddamn well. It's raining in every spot but on that damn Cheeto. Do y'all see this shit?
Do you have any glitches that ever happened to you in real life? I know some people think they're not real, but I would love to read your comments. Leave a comment below and let me know if it ever happened to you before.
¿Se tutearon todos?
Chiteadas que fueron todos, o sea, no apenas escuché que hicieron, o sea, que escuché el pan.
Ay, qué miedo.
Is that a cow? What was that? Oh, fruit!
What you don't want to see going through an old train tunnel. What would you do?
Right, it's oval. I don't see any tracks anywhere, so probably fake. But it was like something coming like it's a regular car.
30 minutes into the process, he said to me, in a very distressed way, by the way, we've discovered a base on the backside of the moon. And then he proceeded to put photographs down in front of me, and clearly in these photographs were structures, mushroom-shaped buildings, spherical buildings, and towers.
As Wolf looked at the photographs, something he had noticed when he first walked into the facility suddenly started to make sense. You see, when Wolf first entered the NSA facility, he had seen scientists from different countries, and that struck him as odd because this was an American facility. So why were all these foreign scientists there? Plus, the atmosphere had seemed really tense at the time. But then suddenly it all began to make sense to him. They were studying the structures on the moon that he had just seen in the photographs. Now, here are two mysterious things about Wolf's testimony. The first is that Wolf claimed that this happened in 1965, so 4 years before the lunar landing and the mysterious UFO encounter on the moon. Secondly, Wolf had said publicly that he was willing to give his testimony before Congress, but before he could do that, he was mysteriously killed, making it the second person close to this conspiracy to be killed. Is this becoming a pattern? Well, while you think about that, let's jump forward in time to October 9th, 2009, when NASA nuked the moon. Yeah, NASA really did bomb the moon in 2009 in an attempt to find water, according to them. By the way, they didn't find water.
Explain why they would never went back. I always thought the dark side of the moon had something eerie going on.
It's werewolf syndrome, and you do not want it. It's officially called hypertrichosis, which is a rare condition causing excessive hair growth across the entire body. Throughout history, people with hypertrichosis often worked in the circus and were typically referred to as freaks. For example, Julia Pastrana suffered from this condition but managed to become a famous circus performer due to her condition. A more recent example is Jesus Aceves, aka the Wolfman. While Jesus did suffer abuse during his time in the circus, he still managed to live a relatively normal life and even has 3 daughters. Most people will typically be born with this condition, but there have been cases of people getting it in later stages of life. The cause of this disease is mostly unknown, but doctors will typically attribute it to genetics.
Watch this. What does this mean? What does this mean? Why would they put this for everybody to see? And this is going really fast. So I slowed it down a lot so you could actually see all the words that pop up. Like, they flash through there. What could this mean? Like, they have this, like, speeding through. It's hard to catch all the words, so I slowed it down so you guys could all actually see all the words. It just baffles me that they would put this on something so big and significant where so many people see it. See, that one was really hard, like, to catch. This is a message that they're trying to put out to the world, to like everybody that's out here. I'm gonna make another video with that other part that had the longer sentences to show what that one said. I'm gonna slow it down for you even more, but just that part so we can actually read it. So stay tuned for that.
Even if they put it right in front of everyone's face, people would still deny. But I'm more concerned about what's going on in this person's background. Did you see that like floating face going by over and over again?
Wake up, open the door. Aren't you waking up? Wake up! Wake up! What the fuck?
¿Tú sientes? Se siente algo aquí ya,
¿Estás aquí con nosotros?
Cell phones are exploding, freaking everywhere. I can't show you most of the videos, but it's very, very bad. There's hundreds of casualties so far. And this happens literally 24 hours after all the pagers exploded in the Middle East. But the question here is, how do they have access to all the phones and the pagers in such a nefarious way to make them blow up, malfunction, and the lithium battery explode? We even have Netanyahu going along with the joke that he is freaking James Bond.
נתניהו, ראית שמשווים אותך לג'יימס בונד? מה פתאום ג'יימס בונד? נתניהו, בנימין נתניהו.
He said the name's Netanyahu, Benjamin Netanyahu. So everything you're seeing right now is taking place in Lebanon, but if their phones are that easily hacked, I don't trust mine. And even weirder, while the pagers were going off, Elon Musk tweeted, "Any sufficiently advanced magic is indistinguishable from technology." I've been saying that for a while now. The technology is literally magic. You know, there are some things casted out of heaven that taught mankind all these advanced things. And even wilder, it's not just phones and pagers. There's a literal funeral for Hezbollah in Lebanon because the pager's going off and the walkie-talkie started to explode. Anything that has a lithium battery. Anything that has a lithium battery. Like radios. The big question is, who was the middleman that was delivering the technology to them? Or can the same thing happen to anybody's phones? Super weird. Let me know what you think.
Definitely seemed like a targeted and organized attack. My biggest concern is, as a civilian, is if they can do that, what else can they do? I mean, everybody has a cell phone, so you mean to tell me I'm carrying a bomb with me at all times that's literally can just tick and go off at any moment? That was a very interesting video. Let's see what's up next.
Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Look, I spin it up, dude. Watch this. Watch these planes flying. Look what they make. What is that? Tell me what that is. This right here was in Taiwan, dude. Look at that. Oh no, I got some more crazy ones, dude. I mean, now somebody tell me what this right here is. Seriously, like, what is that? Look how it's... weird, man. Yeah. Oh. Must be some kind of star.
Why the fuck are you in my room? Get out of my house. Dude, what the fuck?
You guys heard of the Coral Castle?
It sounds happy though.
It does sound happy. It's not scary, but it's weird and it's fascinating. And it's in Florida.
Florida!
Okay, so get this. This was in the 20s, right? 1920s. And his name was Edward Lead Scallion. But this dude lived by himself, had 10 acres, and basically built a castle all out of coral stones. He would only work at night with no one watching, and he would move these giant blocks of stone by himself. And the heaviest stone weighs 28 tons.
What? No, he did not. No, he did not.
Yes, he did. When asked, like, how are you able to achieve this, moving these giant stones, stacking them on each other, all by yourself, he said, I've learned the secrets of the pyramids. He just learned leverage, but people are like saying that he figured out this like ancient wisdom of like gravity and magnetic forces to move these giant blocks.
Yeah.
But it's 10 acres.
It sounds like something Disney would name like a restaurant in Finding Nemo. Oh, I'm gonna head down to the Coral Castle, guys.
This is a real field trip we can go on.
Should we do a podcast outside the Coral Castle?
Hey, it's Glamham. Did you know that the National Archives and Records Administration has given the United States federal agencies till October 20th to spill the beans on everything related to UFOs. Perhaps that's why the United States Police were just issued this, a guidebook on dealing with UAPs and UFOs. The guidebook aims to normalize UAP and UFO sightings so officers know how to respond and know that their reports will be taken seriously. This guidebook is 11 pages long. You can simply search online. There are PDFs of it. It's on script. And it has tons of juicy stuff. I mean, we're talking secret operations that used to be the fodder of conspiracy theories and a section on whistleblowers. Oh, by the way, while I was researching this, it came up with a poll on if you had seen a UAP. I don't think I have, so I put no. Turns out 57% of people say they have. Fun times, and I can't wait for October 20th.
I'm glad they taking the UAP more seriously. I don't think the government will ever fully tell us what's going on, but I am curious. Do you have any UFO stories? Leave a comment below and let me know so I can read them. I love reading your comments.
Starting next week, Earth is going to have 2 moons for the next 2 months. I'm not making this up, but Earth will be having 2 moons over the next 2 months starting next week. Officials say from September 29th to November 25th, astronomers calculate, which is what scientists think is an asteroid, but have dubbed it a mini moon and will be looping around Earth. Now, eventually this will break free and leave us, but for the next 2 months starting next week, we will have 2 moons. Sadly, at just about 10 meters wide, the mini moon will be very hard to see from Earth, but it will be there and you will be able to see it. NASA discovered this on August 7th in the asteroid belt, where it will likely return once it leaves Earth's orbit. Earth can regularly capture asteroids from the near-Earth object population and pull them into orbit, making them mini moons. Now, the way they end up going back to that same little asteroid belt, I have no idea. According to NASA, the near-Earth object is any body, asteroid, or otherwise that is nudged by the gravitational pull and pushes them to Earth's neighborhood. So if you have a really powerful telescope or you know somebody at NASA, you can probably get a good look at the 2 moons we're going to have over the next 2 months.
Did you see what was spotted just an hour away from where I live in Tampa Bay, Florida? Well, I have something to show you, and it's going to fascinate you more than what you're seeing. Because I know what that is. I know exactly what that is. And well, you're going to too if you just continue to watch this video for about another 10 seconds. Here you go. First, don't you worry yourself about that. Trust me. But second, when you type in this US patent number right there, you'll be surprised what you see. Oh, look at that. A triangular spacecraft that has a US patent number. So just make sure when you're seeing this, you are not all hysterical thinking that UFOs are coming. Because, well, we know who owns that. We know who made that. And they might try to pass it off as something else. But I can assure you, it's not a UFO coming from other distant planets from other galaxies. Trust me. And of course, this was for entertainment purposes only. I'm sure whatever was in the air was something magical, and we should all really wonder and worry. Entertainment only.
Crazy CGI, AGI footage right there.
Listen up, you need to get in your seats right now. And you can't step forward, please. Facing forward, thank you. That's what I like. Everybody, hang on. Is everybody okay?
let's watch some scary TikToks from Appalachia. This one is apparently of two girls who broke into this OP's backyard. Hopefully they didn't go out to see them. Oh, don't love that. Me, anytime I realize my curtains are open because I live in the Appalachian Mountains, yep, get those closed. We don't leave those open at night. This is why we don't go out at night in Appalachia. Oh my God, wait, I hear that. Ooh. Oh my God, the dog scared me. It sounds like talking and howling. It's really quiet. Spooky. Don't love.
Okay, we're going in.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. It was quiet, but it was spooky. The mountains come alive at night. Oh. Even if that's just an animal, it's a scary one. Okay, that's all. Bye.
This rat is perfectly healthy. Put him in a vat of water and he finds his way to safety every time.
5.2.
Now, look at this guy. What he's been eating is the equivalent of a North American diet, complete with all the fats and sugars we regularly consume.
This is a mess.
He doesn't know where to go. His brain has been damaged.
These rats were totally normal, and then they turned into demented animals. They don't remember their learning after even a day. And as the challenge gets harder and harder, they fail more and more, just like a human with Alzheimer's disease.
36.2.
In this lab, the belief now is that Alzheimer's is really diabetes of the brain, linked to insulin levels, which can be affected by too much sugar.
Now here's the scary part, is that you can be insulin resistant for years before it actually shows up in your glucose and your A1C levels. So go find out where your fasting insulin's at. Go learn about insulin resistance. Go learn about the symptoms. Because if you can catch insulin resistance 5, 10, 15 years before it turns into prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, it will prevent major problems down the road. Specifically, what that video was talking about, type 3 diabetes or Alzheimer's, dementia, and all of those symptoms associated with type 2 diabetes can be prevented. If you can learn to control your insulin, you can control your health. If you don't know how, happy